If you sit more than 4 hours a day, your hip flexors are silently pulling your spine out of alignment, causing that stubborn lower backache you just can't shake. Navy SEALs discovered this 90-second fix during brutal training missions, and it eliminates the root cause of 80% of lower back pain forever. I'm going to show you exactly why your back pain isn't actually a back problem at all. It's a hip flexor problem. And in the next few minutes, you'll learn the precise 90-second protocol that Navy SEALs use to prevent crippling back injuries during missions where they're carrying 80-pound rucksacks for hours on end. By the end of this video, you'll understand why everything you've tried before only gave you temporary relief. And more importantly, you'll have a permanent solution that takes just 90 seconds, twice a day. Here's what's really happening inside your body right now. Every hour you spend sitting at a desk, driving, or relaxing on the couch, your hip flexor muscles, specifically your psoas muscle, are shortening and tightening like a rope being wound tighter and tighter. Your psoas muscle runs from your lower spine through your pelvis and attaches to your thigh bone. When you sit, it stays in a shortened, contracted position for hours, day after day, year after year. Here's where the pain begins. That tight psoas acts like a rope pulling your pelvis forward into what's called anterior pelvic tilt. Imagine wearing a belt that's cranked too tight in the back. Your pelvis tips forward, your lower back arches excessively, and suddenly your spine is being compressed like an accordion. Your vertebrae are stacked like blocks. When your hip flexors tip your pelvis forward, the whole tower tilts, putting massive pressure on your lower back discs and joints. That constant compression is what causes that deep, nagging ache that never quite goes away. Studies show that 95% of Americans have some degree of anterior pelvic tilt from prolonged sitting. Your spine is literally being compressed hour after hour, and traditional treatments completely miss this root cause. Doctors won't tell you this because they're trained to treat symptoms, not causes. They'll prescribe pain medication to mask the discomfort or send you to physical therapy to strengthen your back muscles. But none of that addresses the tightrope pulling your pelvis out of alignment in the first place. Navy SEALs discovered this connection during intensive training operations. When you're carrying heavy gear for 12-hour missions, you can't afford back pain. So their medical teams developed a fast, effective protocol to release hip flexor tension, reactivate supporting muscles, and reset spinal alignment, all in 90 seconds. The 90-second Navy SEAL protocol. Now let me walk you through the exact 90-second protocol. You can do this anywhere, your office, your living room, even a hotel room. All you need is a couch or chair and 90 seconds of focused effort. Seconds 1 to 30, hip flexor release. Start in the couch stretch position. Kneel on your right knee directly in front of a couch or chair. Place the top of your right foot up on the couch cushion behind you, shin resting against the couch. Your left foot is flat on the floor in front of you, knee bent at 90 degrees. Now here's the key. Gently push your hips forward while keeping your torso upright. You should feel an immediate, intense stretch deep in the front of your right hip. That's your psoas releasing. That tightrope is finally letting go. Hold this position and breathe. Take deep belly breaths, inhaling for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts. Deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which tells your muscles it's safe to release tension. You should feel the stretch intensifying but not becoming painful. This is your hip flexor lengthening for the first time in years. That compressed feeling in your lower back should already start to ease as your pelvis begins to return to neutral position. Hold for 30 full seconds on this side. If you don't have a couch available, do a standing hip flexor stretch. Step your right foot back into a deep lunge, drop your back knee toward the ground, and push your hips forward. Seconds 31 to 60. Glute activation. Immediately after releasing your hip flexor, we need to activate your glutes. Here's why. Your hip flexors and glutes work in opposition. When your hip flexors are chronically tight, your glutes essentially shut off. Your glutes are your body's natural back support system. They stabilize your pelvis and spine during every movement. After your 30-second hip flexor stretch, lie flat on your back. Bend both knees, feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. Press your lower back into the ground. You should feel your pelvis tilt slightly backward, the opposite of that anterior tilt causing your pain. Now, squeeze your glutes hard and lift your hips off the ground into a bridge position. Your body should form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. This is not about how high you lift. It's about the intense contraction in your glute muscles. Hold at the top and squeeze your glutes as hard as you possibly can. Imagine you're trying to crack a walnut between your butt cheeks. This is your glutes coming back online, remembering their job is to support your spine and stabilize your pelvis. Hold this bridge for 30 seconds, maintaining that intense glute squeeze the entire time. Breathe normally. You should feel your glutes burning. That burn means they're waking up and starting to do the work they've been neglecting. Seconds 61 to 90. Spinal reset. For the final 30 seconds, we're going to lock in your new alignment and give your spine immediate decompression. Move into a hands and knees position on the floor. Start with the cat portion of the cat-cow stretch. Round your back toward the ceiling, tucking your chin to your chest and pulling your belly button toward your spine. Feel each vertebra separating. Hold for 5 seconds. Then flow into cow position. Arch your back, letting your belly drop toward the floor, lifting your head and tailbone toward the ceiling. Hold for 5 seconds. Alternate between these two positions for the full 30 seconds. That's 3 complete cycles. This gentle spinal movement creates space between your vertebrae, allowing your discs to decompress and rehydrate. It's like giving each segment of your spine room to breathe after being compressed all day. After completing all 90 seconds on your right side, switch and repeat the entire protocol on your left side. Total time, 3 minutes to address both sides completely. Let me explain exactly why this works when everything else has failed. The fundamental problem with most back pain treatments is they focus on your back. But research shows that in 80% of chronic lower back pain cases, the pain originates from hip flexor tightness and the resulting anterior pelvic tilt. Your psoas muscle is directly connected to your lumbar spine. When it's tight, it pulls those vertebrae forward and down, creating compression. No amount of back stretching or back strengthening will fix a problem originating in your hips. This is why stretching your back never works. You're treating the symptom, not the cause. The 3-step protocol addresses the actual root cause. First, we release the tightrope pulling your pelvis forward. Second, we reactivate the muscles that should be stabilizing your pelvis. Third, we decompress and reset your spinal alignment. This is why Navy SELs can complete grueling missions carrying heavy gear without developing chronic back pain. They prevent the problem at its source, rather than managing symptoms. Here's what you can expect when you start using this protocol twice daily, once in the morning and once in the evening. Immediate relief. Most people feel a noticeable difference within the first 90 seconds. That tight, compressed feeling in your lower back starts to ease as your pelvis returns to neutral position. 24 to 48 hours. You'll notice significant reduction in morning stiffness. That pain you feel when you first get out of bed or stand up after sitting diminishes dramatically. Sitting at your desk or driving becomes noticeably more comfortable. 1 week. For many people, chronic lower backache is completely eliminated within 7 days. Your body has learned its new alignment. Your glutes are consistently supporting your spine, and your hip flexors stay released. Long-term results. Your spine stays aligned naturally without constant intervention. You're no longer managing pain daily. You've eliminated the root cause. This is permanent relief, not temporary symptom management. This protocol is perfect for office workers, drivers, or anyone whose lifestyle involves regular sitting. It's especially effective for people over 45, when hip flexor tightness tends to worsen and back pain becomes chronic. Here's my challenge for you. Do this 90-second protocol twice daily for 5 days straight, morning and evening without missing a session. Before you start, rate your current lower back pain level from 1 to 10 in the comments below. Then, after 5 days of consistent practice, come back and comment with your after number. Most people see dramatic improvement within 48 hours. If you're watching this and thinking about someone who suffers from chronic back pain, share this video with them right now. This information could eliminate years of unnecessary suffering. Your spine is designed to be pain-free. This 90-second protocol gives your body exactly what it needs to return to that pain-free state. Military-tested, science-backed, and proven effective. Start today. Your back pain doesn't have to be permanent. Just 90 seconds, twice a day, and freedom from chronic lower back pain forever.